Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero, where we want to take another look around. We just started Chapter 1, took up our quest from the terminal, and got our main story quest involving beasts, so let's see what the world has to say. Sergey! Nothing beats a morning smoke. Oh hey, were you guys listening? If so, stop dilly-dallying and do your best. At least do enough that you don't piss off a Vice Commissioner. Yes, sir. I don't know the details, but the case involves the Guardian Force, right? If you fail to deliver, I can't save you from the Vice Commissioner's wrath. And what were our quests, actually? Book, so... hunting... from Oscar, and assistance with a new service. Ah yeah. The new service, this is IBC. I know what it is. Hey miss, that guy stopped by the shop again, if you were wondering. That guy? You mean Chief Roberts? Yeah, that's him. He left another orbital stuff with me like he did last time. I'd like you to take it off my hands sooner rather than later if you're planning on buying it. Very well then. Tio's boss sure likes to work in roundabout ways, doesn't he? That's for sure. I don't understand why he doesn't just give it to her directly. Chief, you're dangerously close to pushing me over the edge. If you do not cut this out. Ooh. This is a proud upgrade. 16? 15? 10? 16? Okay. Oh yeah, Dudley came by the stop this morning. By the shop. Sounds like he has a lot on his plate nowadays. Jeez. He's always been a no-nonsense stubborn mule, but I'm worried he's overworking himself. Hello. Hi there. You're the, the special support section. I suppose it's a bit of a mouthful. The special sports section? Got you. Well, have fun with work. That's not quite it. Well, we've only been around for about a month, I guess. I'm sure she'll remember the name after a bit more time. Go, special sports section. Now that orbital cars are getting more popular, illegal parking has become a bigger issue. When people park on the side of a highway, they're being a pain for pedestrians and fellow drivers, you know? Like it or not, roads are for everyone. Owning a car doesn't put you above the law. Illegal parking has become a big problem. Like it or not, roads are for everyone. The Transcontinental Railroad opened for public use around 20 years ago. Now you can travel directly to Eastern Lemuria on a single railway. Even though it's a long and expensive trip, I feel obliged to make it someday as a train fanatic. Ah, this must be it. Crossbell Station. The city's just so big, it's no wonder I got lost. Come on, dear. We're going to miss the train at this rate. If we're late getting home, then you'll be one to blame. Cargo from the Republic is scheduled for delivery today. I'm not sure why I came early. The cargo's never on time. Should have just slept in, to be honest. Tourism is considered one of Crossbell's biggest and most profitable industries. They even make room in the state budget for it, believe it or not. Handing out balloons is an important role all its own, actually. It makes tourists happy and excited to win the city. Huh? There's a brand new orbital vacuum releasing this month? Should I spoil myself a bit and place an order? Come on, everyone's got to have some pep in their step today. Our goal is to beat times in sales. This month I'm going to shatter that damnable sales record, I swear it. Hey Lloyd and company, work still treating you well? Well, we're chugging along somehow. The requests we're getting are also different. It's often exhausting trying to keep up. Well, what matters is that you keep giving it your all, I guess. Before you head out, let me take a look at all your Orpman's conditions, okay? You'll regret it if you don't. Okay, I hear you. Thanks, Wendy. The Enigma seems to be really popular already. Most of the braces are already using it. Even that Dudley guy from the police came down to get one. We're losing our head start really quick. Gotta stay on our toes so we don't fall behind. I agree. Police officers and bracers come here pretty often. I've noticed a big boom in the amount of people starting to use newer Orpmans. What do I have? Anything new? Blind. Blind can be interesting. Seal also. I just saw this massive green car. I think it might have had the Crossbell Guardian Force emblem on it too. Well, we shouldn't have to worry. They'd never attack us here in the city or whatever. After all, we have a lovely braces just over on East Street to watch over us. Oh my gosh, did you hear that? Like, some totally creepy monsters attacked America and mines. That is messed up. Why the heck is the Guardian Force just sitting on their butts at the time of the quiz? I got forced into doing the shopping again. I only wanted to look for a book to help me with my studies, but my family roped me into doing all the grocery shopping. There's apparently a torrential downpour on the Republic's grain production region. I should probably buy 20% more Empire-grown vegetables since the Republic will be increasing their prices next week. Hopefully it'll ensure that I don't run out of inventory. I wouldn't want to inconvenience all my customers, you know? You have to pay attention to what's going on in the rest of the world when you import food. That's actually my favorite part of the job. Our store works hard to ensure we're listening to customer opinion and feedback. Do not hesitate to inform us if you experience any dissatisfaction. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Good morning, Neston. Oh, hello, everyone. Good morning. Are you headed off somewhere? Yes, I'm amazed you can tell. Be in the business for as long as I've been, and you learn to recognize these things. You know what they say, it's better to have something not needed than needed and not have it. Prepare well, and please make sure you don't forget to pack anything. Have a safe trip. Well, if it isn't our favorite swimsuit magazine connoisseur. You haven't missed a week. You're going to put my future kids through medical college at this rate. You can bet I'll be back here every week for these girly mags. At this point, it's pretty much my life's work. I remember you introduced yourself as such a man, but still. Swimsuit magazines, huh? Randy, don't you think maybe you shouldn't bring that up in front of Ellie and... What was that? My best pal Lloyd wants me to hook him up with the sickest max? Anything for you, my man. I'll give them to you later. No. You know for a fact that wasn't what I was saying. Don't you dare drag me into this. Maybe I should have kept quiet. An antique with a lovely red rose design. Decoration for Ellie's room. Later. When I have a bit more money. I'm helping Mom's shop. I would have much rather stayed at home alone, but I didn't have a choice. My goodness, did you see the new outfits they have in the clothing store? I would just adore having a set. They're so pricey though. I'm sure my husband would oppose to buying them. A shoe design often reflects the designer's personality. Even shoes of the same general style can have a variety of different shapes. My heart skips a beat when I think about it. What do you have? The same time we had last week, chapter. I shot a couple of braces around a little while ago. It was a young man and a lady. I kinda got the impression that they were dating. Ah, boy, am I jealous. I wish I had a boyfriend too. Our current diet members are nothing but a bunch of incompetent fools. They're too preoccupied with partisan politics to approve of any new laws. Sheesh, what a sorry state we're in. When I hear news about a fine piece of art, I can hardly contain myself. I went to the art museum in Le Mans State to see that Celadon porcelain jars the other day. I wish I could show them to my customers too. I have to say, those were some fine porcelain jars. Crossbell is home to many different boutiques, much like this one. We pride ourselves on being able to bring in not only the top-of-the-line brands, but quality items from the most popular smaller brands as well. I hope you're able to appreciate the wide variety we're able to offer you. And no new stuff, okay. Yet. Eventually. Maybe we'll get new stuff. Let me tell you, Crossbellans love their gossip. One lap around the city will fill you in on loads of interesting tidbits. Be it an urban legend or foreign economics. All kinds of news flies around this city, almost makes you think we can't keep a secret. Gossiping is almost second nature to most Crossbellans. Well, perhaps that's because our history is rooted in trade. We have a pair of newlyweds here eating right now. Perhaps I'll send them a nice bottle of wine later, on the house. Ah, how lovely. I heard that the police finally decided to get involved in the mess those rebel caused downtown. Ultimately, they made no arrests though. What's the point of having police anyway if they can't be bothered to enforce the law? Unfortunately for us fine folk, the police refuse to have a backbone. Doesn't the law say that criminals are supposed to be punished? Welcome! We're serving our breakfast menu right now. If you're still running on an empty tummy this morning, be sure to put your order in soon. Speed up! Go, go, go! After you finish, we hit every tourist spot before evening comes. I hear you, coach. Another plate, sir. We're prestigious members of a famous Imperial Riding Club 9s. If you don't mind, we're busy building up energy for the next tournament. My wife and I are on our honeymoon. Crossbell City is gorgeous, isn't it? You never know what will catch your eye here. My husband planned out everything for our honeymoon, making all of our reservations. That way we know what we want to see and when we want to see it. Alright, we've got an order for 2 here. If you need to place an order, you can ask one of our servers. Though if I'm honest, I'd still probably make you something if you ask me. Go on, try me. Try whispering a random dish in my ear. You never know, I might just whip it up for you. Damn it, barely any girls have stopped by to grab a bite today. Wait, there's still the lunch rush to go. The battle isn't over yet. We can't get that chest quite yet. Oh yeah, did you hear that the Bracer Guild picked up a couple of new members? Most of the Bracers I know are amazing, so I'm curious to see how good these guys are. Supposedly the Bracer Guild had a couple of members transfer over to our branch. I wonder what they're like. Oscar's a quest giver, so I don't talk to him yet. Welcome! Per usual, the only thing that has any time to rest around here is the dough. Okay. I have a friend who's, well, let's just say, eccentric. She's always on the move, skipping town the second she can to roam all over the place. I came down this way to hang out with her today, but she's already long gone. Tilly skipped town for another one of her travel sprees. Looks like I won't be seeing any of her today either. There's nothing I can do about it, so I think I'll buy some bread and head back home. Shoot, the delivery is late. We still don't have our ingredients. We'll have to use our stock more conservative today. Can't risk running out of ingredients. Feel ashamed of not being better prepared. Here's to hoping they'll get delivered tomorrow. My dad is a railway engineer. He went out on a business trip and won't be back home for 2 months. Yeah, I always got the impression from Bandy that her dad's a busy man. But get this. My dad got her a bunch of engineering toys to play with when she was growing up. And just look at her now. I need to be careful not to fall for his trap. My father... He wants me to be one too, but I won't fall for his tricks. No engineer training toys for me, thanks. I'm heading to the Times department store to wholesale some goods. I found a new item to invest in, so I have to go write up a good pitch for it. There are plenty of other wholesalers all competing to get their wares into department stores, so I can't afford to get complacent. Whenever you find something new for the market, you need to come out of the gate with a solid, aggressive sales pitch. Well, this is Lloyd and his friends. I haven't seen you in quite some time. How's everything? Is work going well? It's alright, I guess. It's nothing more than a bunch of chores. Oh, don't sweet it. Everybody starts off doing the grunt work. While you're here, why don't I give you some cooking tips? Given how many calories we must burn in a day, it's crucial that your diet has the proper vitamins and minerals you need. Received juicy steak recipe. Anyway, your uncle's gone to work. I have to tidy up the place before I leave to pray. Word is the police stopped a major incident in the downtown district recently. You don't hear a story like that often. It definitely caught me by surprise. I thought the police had stopped patrolling downtown. There have been some unusual people in the police forces of late. As a citizen of Crossbell, I would be interested to hear more about them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That would be us. What a beautiful sunny morning. If only the diet session in a few months would turn out half as nice as today's weather. Well, I suppose I should get to watering the plants. My wife's really lazy when it comes to housework. Someone has to do it. My husband was a member of a diet until 5 years ago. He never had any principles or opinions of his own. He'd just sit on the fence, let the others talk it out, and then go with a winning side. Well, at least he has his pension. That's something, I suppose. My husband was a useless politician. His pension was the only significant part of his career. I guess I can give him praise for that, at least. I was struggling so much with a design that I ended up pulling an all-nighter. I'm confident it paid off. The client should be pleased at tomorrow's meeting. I was struggling so much with a design that I ended up pulling an all. That husband of mine pulled yet another all-nighter. He always does this when he has to design a new building. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, man. I suppose I'll just have to pour him a nice warm cup of tea. My husband loves his black tea. He always demands it in the morning after an all-nighter. Hey, have you guys heard the news? Tickets for Arc-en-Ciel's new performance will be going on sale soon. Oh, how long have I waited to gaze upon Ilya's majestic figure? Absolutely must get tickets. I'll wait in line all night if it means being able to see my beloved Ilya. Rio and Anri haven't been around here lately. They told me that they were on a super secret mission. That sounds fun. I wish I could be on the super secret mission too. They wouldn't tell me even a thing about what they're up to. That doesn't sound good. Troublemakers. I buy American honey wholesale from a trader around here. Honey's been selling quite well these days, so he warned me that we may see a price hike in the near future. I can always count on him to give me advance notice on those sort of things. He may be a shrewd businessman, but he got a good heart. I'm grateful for all the insider information he's willing to give me. Thanks to his tip, I've stocked up all the honey I need ahead of that price hike. Chop a little bit of this, stir a little bit of that. Rather than throwing out our unsold produce, we end up using it for our own dishes. Wouldn't want to waste food now, would we? I guess if you have a store, why not? Are you a client? If you need Mr. Grimwood, he's over at his desk. A special support section. Are you in some sort of trouble? No, nothing like that. It's just, well, what harm is there in telling him about the case? After all, he might know something. She's exactly right. You never know what you may learn from someone if you don't take the first step to communicate. Go on, ask me anything you'd like. Well, if you insist. Lloyd explained that the SSR has taken a case revolving around the appearance of wolf-like monsters throughout Crossbell State. Wolf-like, you say? I've certainly heard of them, but unfortunately, monsters of any sort are outside my area of expertise. No biggie, we figured as much. By the way, what was the matter that you said you had heard about, Mr. Grimwood? Ah yes, a mines merchant recently asked me for an appointment. He wanted to discuss the effects the monsters were having on his business. However, thanks to the CGF's patrols, the monsters haven't appeared since. The appointment ultimately fell through. I see. Interesting. That corroborates the report we were given. There don't seem to have been any new attacks. Yeah, I say we still start our investigation in Amorica Village like we planned. As always, we appreciate your help, Mr. Grimwood. My pleasure. I'm just sorry that I couldn't provide any more help than I did. Remember, if you need anything else, my doors are always open. However, it is quite bizarre that these ones keep appearing all over Crossbell, don't you think? Is it really normal for monster packs to migrate that frequently? Well, in any case, good luck with your investigation, everyone. I'll be cheering you on as usual. No, it is not. Usually, packs keep to a territory. I think this should be enough seasoning. Not to brag, but I've gotten pretty dang good at this household stuff. When I was little, Granny taught me everything I know. Thanks to her, my cooking can knock you right off your feet. Don't you think I'd be an awesome wife in the future? I'm knitting Anwi a pair of pajamas. Of course, if I spent some mirror, I would be able to get some fine clothes for him. But Anwi is still young. I'm sure he'd prefer warmer, hand-knitted clothes over the fancy stuff. I made acquaintances with the wife of some famous company president at a recent party. I'm still feeling the high from getting to talk with a bona fide celebrity. And, well, I said she was the wife of some wigshot, but she's actually an accomplished economic theorist in her own right. She kept using big words, so I kept nodding and smiling while pretending like I had any idea what she was talking about. Participating in high society is a whole lot harder than it looks. These slips? I usually sort through the sales slips while my husband is out negotiating. I'm not exactly spectacular in this field, to be honest. However, I continue to work hard at it if it allows me to help Harold. I don't exactly have a mind of a trader, and I doubt I ever delve deep enough to excel at it. However, if it'll allow me to assist Harold with his endeavors, I keep trying to learn. Papa gave me a good bike kiss before he left for work today. I'm glad I got up earlier today. On a bit of a morning walk, are we, youngsters? If you're up and about this early, I'd recommend going to visit the IBC. That building is truly a sight to behold when it's shrouded by the morning fog. Peaceful day, isn't it? Doesn't get much better than this. No reason to visit. We still don't know who it belongs to. Apparently Father's in a lot of trouble because some of his important papers were ruined. I wouldn't know anything about that. Bond is one busy little worker bee, even when he's at home. He enjoys taking time out to read to our daughter at least, but but I still wish he'd rest a bit more. Bot must really love his job to bits. He's a bit of a strange one, that husband of mine. Bond's still a busy little worker bee when he's at home. Like he just can't help himself. He certainly has his quirks. Or does perhaps every man in Zamura behave the same way? I doubt it. Okay, I need those documents for the bonds. Alright, they got torn up last week. But who in the right mind would even do that? It's practically impossible to get any work done when my documents keep turning into pure confetti. Alright. The new city hall that's under construction is supposedly going to be the most modern building in all of Zamuria. It said it will be 40 stories above ground once completed. Not only will it serve as a new city hall, but I've heard they have plans to lease office and restaurant spaces in the building too. I'm a businessman, so it's only natural for me to have found a way to participate in the project. I can't wait for that beauty to be completed. I would imagine being 40 stories above ground would have a breathtaking view. Looked like we're about to birth yet another sightseeing attraction. Can't wait to see the completed project. Hey there, wanna play? Thanks for coming to Baka Casino. And we can even go in. Alright, think I'll go for a couple rounds today. I'm beginning to think that you have an addiction, Randy. Just when he should be patrolling, he always ends up getting carried away in the casino. We're supposed to be gathering intel here, so I won't tell you you can't play at all. Now just try to show some restraint, Randy. In order to play games at the casino, you must exchange your mirror for tokens at the front desk. You cannot exchange token for mirror, but you may exchange them for prizes. Welcome to Baka Casino. Hi, Wendy. Hope you have lots of fun, like you always do. You know it, Cherry. You can leave it to me, baby. So you're always coming here to have his fun, is he? He's hopeless. Come to this counter to exchange for more tokens and prizes. Hope you play your hearts out. No, I want to look a martial arts uniform. Speed and defense and... quite a bit, actually. And perfect boots. The dart set. Perfect boots. Not too great armor value, but better than what we have. Well, except Lloyd. No, at least for women. And the... But movement is also nice. And good evasion. And the dart set for Wendy's room. Okay. But not now. I will not play on screen. Play roulette. Okay, the chick at the card table gave me a total beatdown. But next time we play, she's one who's gonna get beat, I swear it. Women like her always give me a bad headache. Gonna send her home crying to mummy. Welcome to Baka Casino. I like the look in your eyes. Would you like to spin the roulette? You never know when you just might strike it rich. Welcome to the cards table. Care to play a game of blackjack? No, when I play in these games, I play poker. But don't gamble with real money, guys. So, you're the famous Randy. Is your name Waiter Rossa? I've heard the rumors. You're quite a gambler, aren't you? Phew. It's an honor to be beckoned by a lovely lady like yourself, ma'am. You know, they say love's the greatest gamble of all. I happily put my heart on the line if you do the same. Excuse me, could you spare us from your debauchery? Or save it for some other time at least. I do like my men strong. Bless Elias, I freaking love a casino. Aren't you getting a little too excited, Randy? Hey Grams, how are you doing today? Is that you are here, Randy? Well, shut up. Don't you distract me now. I've got a good rhythm today. Glad to see you haven't changed. Don't you think you're playing a bit too much, bro? You're not gonna hear the end of it from the missus. If it happens, it happens. Why am I not surprised that all of Randy's friends behave like this? Yeah, if you want to play slots. Welcome to the Barker Casino, everyone. Would you like to try your luck at the roulette? A seat just happened to open up. Why do you keep ignoring me, you old bastard? That's because my welcome doesn't extend to you, Randy. Feel free to make yourself scarce. Shoo, leave something for the other guests every once in a while. Harsh, but I get it. You're just ticked off that I've been absolutely killing it in here. I remember this. I'm gonna show up tonight and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Shut your mouth, you damn brat. Is Randy a regular here? What an odd relationship these two have. The hell, man, I'm a paying guest too, you old geezer. He's not being welcomed here. He's too good at gambling. You ever seen that Bishy guy from the back alley? You could call him my business rival. Don't let him worm his way into your head. Don't let Bishy worm his way into your head. Our place will show you a way better time. You see Barker Casino over there? Those guys know how to treat a customer right. The owner bought me some drinks and I was down in the dumps from losing. You interested? Cause there's no better time to check it out than a present. I think Barker's got some damn good service. Owner's a pretty gruff old guy though. The back alley is filled with shady Barkers, all eager to lure another sucker into one of their clubs. Try and keep your guard up around them. You slip up for 1 second and you're already on the road to getting scammed. They scam you out of your mirror the second you let yourself get weird in. Ice cream, get your ice cream! Hey mister, hey you! Come turn my ice cream. Today's gonna be a scorcher. So now's your time. Don't come crying to me later when it's all sorted out. Hey listen to this cool recommendation. Try out Sophie's ice creams. You don't want to dilly-dally for too long, it's usually sold out by the afternoon. Hey, did you hear the big news? Arkansas's newest production is going to be announced soon. The tickets are supposedly going on sale immediately following the announcement. I have to get my hands on one. Lady Ilya will be starring in Arkansas's latest production. To be finally able to gaze upon Lady Ilya's majestic and gallant figure in the flesh after so long. You guys here to get your morning fill of Lady Ilya too? Just don't get too pushy now. I come here every morning without fail. It feels like I may as well pitch up a tent and camp out here at this point. My sincerest apologies. I consider the performance starting at 6 PM. If you're a fan, I would appreciate if you would return at a later time. Sorry sir, we didn't intend to come here unannounced. Arkansas is an incredibly famous troupe. I don't think we should bother them if we don't have any business here. Crossbell will be hosting a major event next month. Between the anniversary festival and Arkansas's newest production will be plenty of exciting things to do. We're expecting to be fully booked as we recommend making a reservation ASAP. Next month marks the start of Crossbell's anniversary festival, along with the debut of Arkansas's newest production. I'm more than certain that our rooms will be fully booked during that time. Most of our patrons are travelers from foreign countries, so we pay attention to current events around the world. For instance, Calvert, Araboni and Lebel signed a non-aggression pact 2 years ago. With the threat of sudden war lessened, people became more willing to travel to foreign countries, thus increasing the number of tourists. Business has been booming ever since the non-aggression pact was signed 2 years ago. We must always be wary of our neighboring countries' current events. 2 years ago is not really current, but not so old news that it's neglectable, I guess. Good morning and welcome to Hotel Millennium. Please ensure that you retrieve all your belongings before you leave. Good morning. Thank you for choosing Hotel Millennium. A customer just finished checking out, so we have a vacant room. Would you like to reserve it? Hey, how you doing? Looks like there's plenty of tourists out here today. Gotta do everything I can to reel them in. That way the customers will be happy, and so will I. Everybody wins, yeah? How about it, guys? Let's all become happy together. A few patrons got a little too drunk recently and started complaining loudly about the job. They mentioned messing up something downtown. Better if I didn't talk where other customers could hear them. Were they members of Revanche? I couldn't say. But you get a lot of patrons like that, to tell you the truth. Guarantee's policy is not to interfere with our patrons' personal matters. I suppose that's why everyone's lips tend to get looser when they step inside. That's all I say. Huh? Morning already? Oh, let me sleep in just a few more minutes. Work's been getting harder and harder these days, or maybe I'm just getting older and older. Every once in a while, those black suit guys will cause a huge commotion in the middle of the night. Thanks to them and their shenanigans, I wasn't able to reel in a single customer the other day. Now I'm really mad. They're so inconsiderate. They're trying to work here, you know? It really ticks me off. Hey, you birds. You got some business here or something? Huh? What's this, a police badge? These the ones that caught Fabio and the others? For real, you're screwing with me, right? They're just a bunch of kids. Pretty safe to assume this building belongs to the Mafia. I think we should leave. It would be a bad idea to provoke them. Antique dolls. We had that before. Accomplished quite a feat the other day, didn't we? I didn't expect it to go along with a Testament's leader's plan to lure them out. Color me impressed. Huh? How do you know about that? Unless, did Grace decide to turn the case into an article after all? Oh, I didn't read about it. You do know about informants, don't you? With the right amount of mirror, you can get just about any information you'd like. Informants? Leave it to Crossbell to have a bunch of sketchy jobs like that. You four are quite entertaining. I'll be sure to keep a close eye on you from now on. And still the super pricey stuff. The mayor managed to handle constant meetings and business trips despite his old age. I can only assume that he's doing a fantastic job of maintaining his health. Welcome! I'm going to teach you guys how to make some delicious juice of your own. It's important that you rehydrate your body after a long walk or an intense workout. Received a recipe for fresh fruit juice. Nice, another day of absolute perfect juice-selling weather. There's nothing like an ice-cold cup of juice on a hot summer day. Welcome, would you like to try some orange juice? Leave it up to some cold, delicious orange juice to put the spring back in your step. The Transportation Division manages all of the buses but one within the state. It's been about 5 years since it was created, and there hasn't been a moment of rest. But it's thanks to them that the buses run as efficiently as they do. My work tends to slowly trickle in, so I feel pretty bad for them. And Franz isn't here today? Hey guys, I heard the news. You've gotta leave the city to investigate the monster incidents, right? Yeah, we're about to depart for America Village. I, Friend Seeker, will support you with everything I got, is what I'd like to say. But I'm not too sure you'll be in range to receive oral communication. We'll just have to try and find out. It's usually fine inside the city, well? I see. Do you think our enigmas will be too far away to communicate with you? The operating system was intended for investigative use only within city limits. Though, theoretically speaking, Orbelwake should be able to travel up to 200 Selga outside the city. 200 Selga? I think that'll just barely reach all the populated areas within the state. So, we'll be able to keep up communications, man? Thank Idios. Don't forget to contact your pal Friend Seeker if you get yourselves into a bind, guys. Roger that, friend. You don't have to worry so much, we'll be fine. Yeah, we're just doing an investigation. Oh, such a pain to get used to operating this darn thing. I would have been so mad if I had no way to provide you support. Don't forget to contact your trusty operator if you run into trouble, guys. Deputy Commander Bells was here not too long ago. She's from the Guardian Force, but she still comes by the station from time to time. Now that I think about it, it's pretty uncommon for the CPD and CGF to work together, isn't it? That's right. Our business doesn't often intersect, even though we're both considered part of the state police on paper. The nature of a CGF's work is similar to that of an army's, so their chain of command is structured uniquely. The commissioner of the CPD and the commander of the CGF may hold the same rank, but they act independent of each other. Yeah, they might as well be entirely different organizations. Though sometimes you do get the rare guy like me hopping from one side to the other. Technically CGF and CPD are part of the same organization, but considering we're headed by different people, they may as well have been separate entities. The only person from the CGF that comes to see us regularly is Deputy Commander Bales. Show the combat notebook. Looks to me like you've been hard at work filling out your combat notebook. I'd like to record your information into our database. Mind if I see it a minute? With pleasure. Thank you very much. Here's the notebook back, and please accept this as compensation for your hard work. 500 mirror. And 1 new material. And don't forget to stop by once you've collected more monster data, okay? Thanks, I will. Of course. We'll see to it that we visit. I walked by the CGF's Deputy Commander Bales earlier. Those CGF guys don't even know how good they have it. I know I wouldn't mind getting ordered around by someone like her. I'd stay away from her if I were you, pal. Her training is actually hard as hell. You know, running marathons down the highway in full gear and whatnot. On second thought, maybe some things are better left to just the imagination. Must be nice getting bossed around by a pretty lady like those CGF guys. The entire top brass of a CPD is such a sausage fest. I'm freaking sick of it. we cannot go upstairs unless we have something to do there. Chief Yolich. Hello, Yolich? Alright then. I think it's about time I get started. 1, 2, 3. Wait for... Why aren't they all here? Officer Kate, could you do me a favor and call the others? We can't just start without them. Yes, Chief. Wait a moment, please. Let's see. Here's the roster sheets. We're supposed to use the meeting room upstairs, but the First Division went and took it for themselves. Those guys always do whatever they want. It's like the rest of us might as well not even be here. They changed the location of today's meeting at the last minute, and now no one's here at all. Did everyone go to the meeting room on the second floor or something? Hey, what's up, guys? You're up and at it pretty early today, aren't you? Yeah, we got a busy day on our hands. You got a meeting this morning, right? That's right. We're determining everybody's patrol routes in the Metropolitan Division. It's been a month since I joined the CBD, so I think it's time to throw me into the thick of things. My superiors are pretty giddy about it. Ha! Good luck, man. Seems like things are just as busy on your end. Thanks. You all hang in bed, alright? Can imagine you guys have it pretty rough. Just now I'm rooting for you, from one rookie to another. Our main duty as the Metropolitan Division is to patrol the city. And now a whole month after I joined the CBD, I think I'm finally going to get to step up and do some real work. Hey, good to see you guys. You guys still going hard at what support requests you do all the time? Yeah, I'd say it's so. How's everyone on the 2nd Division doing these days? We ain't doing too poorly ourselves. Got a few cases on our hands, but progress is kinda slow. Ultimately, all we can do is stay diligent and take it one case at a time. Yeah, definitely. That's the best way to handle an investigation. Allow me to give you a rundown of his fine establishment. There are 2 facilities within City Hall. The reception hall is to your left and the Crossbell Diet building to your right. Most people in Crossbell are familiar with the reception hall thanks to all the special events we hold there. It would be through here. State government administered. We have no reason to go there. The hallway on the left leads to the west wing of the City Hall, and this door here is where you can find the mayor's office. Conversely, the other hallway leads to the east wing, and you can find the speaker's office behind the door to the right. Both men are important politicians that hold massive amounts of influence internationally. Neither the mayor nor the speaker are currently present. They are an important part of Crossbell politics, so we're always busy. And so we can't enter either. You have a quest, so I don't talk to you yet. Research in history can be quite challenging. You have to rummage through countless old books, collect folklore, and visit the occasional historical landmarks. It is truly the field of investigating the truth. Historical research is essentially the investigation of supposed facts. I may be a researcher, but I don't deny it can be a dull field of study. I don't think I've seen this one before. You know, I've worked here for 5 years now and there's still so many books I've yet to discover. Our collection is so vast I managed to get lost at times. The library has a massive catalogue of books. I've improved at handling it, but I cannot hope to compare to the director. I just recently moved to Crossbell. Such a gorgeous city, I couldn't be happier to be able to call it home. And guess what? When I grow up, I want to become a priest. And when I become one, I'm going to read books to all the kids. I read books to all the little kids, just like my mom does. Have you ever seen the Ferris wheel at the Michelin Wonderland? It's huge! They have a bunch of other attractions too, like the roller coaster and haunted house. I've been dying to try out that roller coaster. I've never ridden one before. I always work up a mean appetite after my morning run, but I won't have the strength to jump nearly as high as I do now if I start gaining weight. Guess I got no choice but to train even harder. I left a business that my grandfather built for us in order to start this stand here. What better way to own my craft and push my noodles to greater height than to be right outside in the center of the action? I want as much feedback as possible. So I'd be over the moon if you guys gave them a taste test and let me know what you thought. And they're all yours for the taking. Come on, no, you know you want to. You're telling me a fight broke out in the downtown district? Scary stuff, I better watch my back there. Our company relocated to this building about a year ago. We haven't gotten around to cleaning up, so we've got a bunch of junk lying around. If I could only find the time to organize it all. Oh, do you all have business with a Crossbell news service? You can direct any of your inquiries to yours truly. Okay, next topic is... oh, hey guys, I recently got permission to start writing my own articles. Hooray! Though it's just a tiny column in the culture section, I'm ecstatic all the same. It might only be a small article, but I'm still glad they're trusting me with it. Alright, I gotta knock this one out of the park. Oh, my beloved SSS has come again. Hello, hello, how's life treating you? Don't try to hide behind your smooth talk. You aren't going to blow up the case from the other day into some sensational scandal again, I hope. Come on guys, turn those frowns upside down. Things may look a bit shaky right now, but trust me, I'm rooting for you. You have to forgive me, but I'm actually a teensy bit busy this week. Don't have much time for chit-chat, you know? I'll be counting on you guys to embroil yourself in another riveting story for me by the time I get back. Capiche? Sure. Sure, it's an eye-catching event, but keep in mind, we always cover our bases, thereby working with the Imperial Chronicle if we need to. You're still planning on going, Grace? Of course I am. What better chance than the Imperial Memorial Ceremony will I have at getting to see the Imperial family in person? I want to cover it myself at least once. Well, you already got the editor-in-chief's permission, so you won't hear me complain. Knock on that over there, Grace. Thanks, you can leave it to me. Excuse me, people are hard at work here. Please go to the front of the desk if you have any inquiries, thanks. Good morning, welcome to the IBC's corporate headquarters. To sound for words, pretty impressive building, isn't it? It's not unusual for people to be astonished the first time they see the building in all its glory. The awe is worn off on the employees, though. Oh, that jacket of yours. Are you guys a part of the CPD? We work in the IBC security department. Let's handle the IBC's security concerns. Let's see what the economics section has to say. Oh, interesting. The IBC is starting up a new service. I'm willing to wager that their stocks will rise because of this. I'd better check on it pronto. Please keep it down if you have no business with me. You wouldn't want to bother the other customers. Welcome to the International Bank of Crossbell. I've been employed here for 2 years, and yet here I am still directing customers to the teller's window like some kind of tour guide. Maybe it's because I stand so close to this receptionist counter. I get asked a lot of questions just because I stand near the receptionist counter. So if you'd like to check your account, make sure to speak with her. Wait just a second. Click, clack, clack. Oh great, I can verify your account for you now. Yes, please do. Excuse me. I'm still being helped by this young lady here. I'm sorry, sir, but could you wait over by that couch over there? Thanks. And you have a quest, so... Well then, everything seems to be running smoothly. Thanks again. It's been a great help, Chief. This kind of algorithm is especially challenging. Is that... Huh? That does make sense. I can always trust in your opinion, Chief. I have not seen you in some time, Chief. That voice. Oh well, if it's Tio, how are you doing these days? Chief? You mean this man is your boss? That is correct. He's my direct boss and the chief of the Orbital Staff Development Division. He specializes in orbital computer networking and acts as the head of the Epstein Foundation's Crossbell branch. I suppose you could call him my supervisor. Everything appears to be running smoothly at that new division of the CPD. I'm quite relieved to see you doing well. But why don't you ever come by to deliver reports to you? I'm quite worried about you. Is that the official explanation behind your gracious delivery of an orbital staff to a weapons shop for me? You know, now that I think about it, when you mentioned that somebody from the Foundation drops by pretty frequently. Well, you see, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. I've really done it now. Tio's no doubt angry with me. But how can she expect me to leave a child like her to her own device in a city like this? Your behavior is suspicious, Chief. What could you possibly mean? Please refrain from secretly leaving new equipment for me at different locations. I'm not trying to participate in a scavenger hunt. I see your point, Tio, and I'm terribly sorry for all of this, truly. Please, don't be upset with me. It's precisely your behavior at times like this that upsets me, Chief. You're right, I understand. Aren't you being too harsh, Tio? I'm unable to help it. I'm irritated beyond comprehension. Good luck with your work, Tio. And please, show up at the branch office every once in a while. You hardly ever report in, and that really makes me worry for you. You need not concern yourself with me. I knew it. She hates me. And we are not allowed in. Oh, so this is where you bought the cruise ship to Michelin, is it? Well, I'm ready to go. I've been looking forward to this trip for a while. I plan to hit up every one of those fancy shops I've been hearing about. The state government is just full of crooks. And don't even get me started on the police. All the investigations are half-assed and they're always folding to pressure from politicians to bail out criminals. Absolutely worthless, nearly every single one of them. Only the 1st Investigative Division truly earned my respect. The most skilled detectives are all part of a 1st Investigative Division. There was a detective I met a few years ago with a real knack for it. Especially for how young he was. Gotta be at least as capable as he was if you want my approval. Let me guess, that was Lloyd's brother. Knock if you want something. No, I don't want something. Not really. My family has been working as merchants for generations. Dad runs a trading company and grandma's chairman of a business owners association. But like, I'm just straight up not interested in any of that stuff, you know? Man, I ain't got the energy to do anything. I think I'd just take another lazy day. Did you guys know Daddy is super important? He's a president of a huge trading company. But my brother hates Daddy. Roy hates Daddy. I'm so sad. Hey, come on, let's pretend to be bracers. Take this and back. Hey! Bracers are invincible. Ace hasn't come back from the downtown district yet. And when I contacted the hospital, they said he'd already been discharged. I knew it. The only way to get him to come home is for me to drag him back myself. I've been supporting our family, so I was a little hesitant to take time off. But this isn't something I can ignore. I'm his guardian now, so it's up to me to do everything in my power to bring him home. I wonder if Fran's hard at work right now. Well, I know how she can be, but she has a surprisingly firm head on her shoulders. I shouldn't have to worry about her too much. Apparently someone moved in? Because that room used to be locked. A couple of young tenants moved in next door recently. When I went to greet him, I was met by an energetic young lady with twin tails and a quite black-haired young man. Oh, so those are Estelle and Joshua. I seem to recall them claiming they're bracers. I would imagine they're a reliable pair of youngsters. Oh, hey there, sweeties. Didn't know you had enough free time to waltz into your rival's headquarters like that. Well, if you got nothing better to do, how about taking some of his work off our hands, huh? No. That's quite alright. We're actually on duty right now. Oh, really? Too bad. Well, no matter. I'm sure before long you will have a fire lit under those keysters of yours. Huh? What do you mean by that? Don't mind me, just talking to myself. Currently rescheduling. Please wait. It's good to see you all. Hello again, Arias. It's been quite some time, hasn't it? Huh. There's no need to be so nervous. You did a fine job handling the incident downtown. You were able to resolve the matter before we intervened. No, it was nothing really. I bet he would have settled the whole thing with a single swing of his blade. I cannot help but feel like he has us dancing with the palm of his hand, as they say. Now, if you excuse me, I'd better take my leave. I had a bit more free time on my hand ever since those two arrived. Huh? Who's he talking about? Yeah, Lloyd doesn't know yet, but It obviously means Estelle and Joshua. Sounds like Copan's gonna back himself another big one. Gotta put a stop to that man, Peter. He keeps making us look like chumps. For sure, I'm already getting antsy. What do you say we unleash our true power during tonight's fishing session? So Copan is not here right now. And we have this recipe already. What a nice group of youthful people we got here. Are you all going out on a trip? Yes, ma'am. We have some business to take care of at America Village. My, that's quite the journey. I have an idea. Why don't you take this all with you? Lemonade. Oh, this was the same kind of iced lemonade you gave me on the train. Indeed it is. Remember to drink some while you're on the road if you feel dehydrated, okay? Roger that, madam. Despite what you may think, the merchants of Crossbell actually do more than butt heads. The merchants on East Street have always been a part of a network of sorts where we'd help each other out. We didn't intend to found one, but before we knew it, people had begun calling us the Crossbell Business Owners Association. The Business Owners Association was born right here on East Street. While the association has grown to cover all of Crossbell, its roots were planted in this very street. We have no supreme dish, at least no new one. Oh, are you planning to visit America Village? In that case, you should exit the city via the east gate, right over there. If you bought a bus there, it'll take you straight to the village, so it's fairly easy. It's a fairly easy trip to make. Crossbell has long been known as a trade city. That's in no small part to the east and western highway being such a vital trade route. Those highways have carried international produce, textiles, and even valuable information into the city. They've truly helped shape Crossbell into what it is today. Ouch! Cut my dang fingers again. Guess that's just the life of a craftsman. At times, putting your blood, sweat, and tears into a piece is a bit more literal than usual. Hey now, it's not like I seriously injure myself every single time I make something. Even veterans manage to get hurt every once in a while, you know? Injuries are bound to happen no matter what I do, so I'm not going to sweat it. I saw some braces hanging out in the marketplace this morning. They always look like they're ultra busy. They usually come rushing out of the guild whenever there's trouble. East Street is home to an organization known as the Business Owners Association. They used to negotiate for the shopkeepers here, but now they're essentially representatives for the entire area. Many cross-balance traders make their fortunes by participating in international trade and speculation. I doubt you found anybody on East Street that approves of those kinds of methods, though. All the old guys in the Business Owners Association used to run stalls themselves. They formed a union in an attempt to oppose unfair business practices. They've got all of our backs here. Welcome, friends. I had this real energetic girl stop by the stall this morning and we got to talking and ended up having a great conversation. She had chestnut hair done up in twin tails. Never seen her around these parts before. You think she just moved into town recently? We have not one, not two, but 5 big boys in our household. They've got all this brute strength and it's totally wasted on their lazy butts. Do you know how amazing it would be if I could get any of them to help me with the chores? How tragic is it that I only gave birth to boys? Them red tracksuit wearing delinquents haven't shown their face around here lately. I'm glad they're not picking fights in front of my store anymore, but now it feels a bit too quiet around here. I'm almost more worried for some reason. I wonder if I ate something bad? Food poisons put them down for the count? There's an idea. How about we give that a try if I keep causing trouble? A little excessive, don't you think? There's a town right past the Cavadian border called Altair. It's not exactly big, but people have been passing through it as they go to and from Crossbell for ages now. The Crossbell side of Tyrant Gate is always packed with travelers. Right now the best-selling product in all of Crossbell is Orbital Cards, Archon Steel tickets. Come on, pack tickets? What, are you trying to be a scalper? Archon Steel tickets are crazy popular, man. We totally make a killing. The business world's all about orbital cars right now. Every man dreams of owning one. Aren't you the same? I wasn't getting anywhere talking to my bud, so I decided to consult with Grimwood Law Office. I could see that he was kinda confused by my visit. He explained to me that I needed to decide on what business I'm even starting before I started. I guess he makes a good point. Many members of the CGF come here to eat on weekends. It's so interesting to talk to so many different kinds of people. Their jobs must be pretty hard though. They always look so tired after work. I have to do my best to encourage them. Man, Shanshan is cute. He's hardworking, beautiful, and has a sexy voice. She's my #1 self-proclaimed wife candidate. Though Master always watches her like a hawk. Doesn't want anyone making a move on her. You can always see him snooping around while he pretends to work for Pan. I won't lie, it's amusing to watch. Shanshan's pretty popular with a lot of customers too. You can bet Master's on edge about it. I haven't seen those birds from the downtown district around here lately. I can find a relaxer, so I thought. I still have to deal with people getting off work that come here to get drunk. I can never seem to catch a break. I very much enjoy seeing all the sights Crossbell has to offer. It's about time I went and purchased the Septium crystal I had my eyes on earlier. It's pretty easy to get to mines now that they've established a bus route there from the northern exit of Crossbell. It's the first step toward bonding with my Septian trading father. Okay, it's time I head out. We came to Crossbell with the intention of purchasing goods, but we ended up spending the whole month sightseeing. I do wonder what's happening back at the Imperial Mansion right about now. We took a long trip out to Crossbell for my boy today. I'd do anything for my son. I'm not afraid of working overtime. Wow, this bed's so soft and fluffy. Did you know that Daddy promised me he'd buy me something I wanted? I told him I wanted the Mishi plush. I'm so excited to get it. The youngsters are as energetic as ever. We're all basking in the sun's warmth. Today will be fantastic. The rent for this apartment is really cheap. So cheap even an utter failure like me can manage to afford living here. You know, I used to be a trader. But as you can plainly see, my life's in shambles now. I hit rock bottom. It's been 60 years to the day since I first started living here in the downtown district. Even these parts were full of activity back then. But all that changed once the new business and entertainment districts popped up. Even though it feels as if the government has forsaken this district, I have no desire to leave. I came here from the countryside hoping to get admitted into St. Ursula Medical College. I failed this year's exam as well. Guess I'm retaking it next year. I have to pass the exam next year. And this place is has also a new resident. I met a new girl yesterday. She was really pretty. She just moved in next door to us. When she said hello, she gave me a nice pat on the head. That girl was really nice. Recently, I had a young girl move in next door to us. To my surprise, I found out that she was living all by herself. I can't help but worry about a young girl living on her own. We have to help take care of her. The door's shut tight. A voice can't be heard. Shut the hell up, Van. I said... Keep it down. Where is Van anyway? Maybe he's to Sunday school? Oh, customers. Mama, we have new customers. Can I sell them some weapons? Huh? New customers? Tell them the untraceable stuff. You out of folks. So you buy something today? We, Actually, could you tell us what kind of store this is? We sell goods. Anything you need. We got it. Usually. Right now, we only have mets and quartz in stock. Like this one. And that one. Oh yeah. Don't count on using any mirror. That stuff leaves a trail. Pay with goods only. This continues to sound more suspicious by the minute. What I think she's trying to say is that this is some kind of exchange shop, right? Speak to Jingo and choose exchange for catalog of tradable goods. If you have the necessary items, you can perform an exchange. Equipment and quartz found in the shop are rare and cannot be obtained by other means. Be aware that since items are used instead of mirror, you should think carefully about the trades you choose to perform. Okay, equipment. Megaduta. Not really. Poison, mute, seal, blind. And stuff. Terra bomb, okay. We have 60.24 caliber rifles and... Hey Lloyd, I can make out handguns in that wooden box. The other box over there appears filled to the brim with ammunition. Explosives and hand grenades. I think I spy a bulletproof vest and some other gadgets over there. Wait a minute. Is that drum over there filled with a liquid fuel the CGF uses? Excuse me? We're hoping you could provide us with some information regarding the type of business you're running. Huh? Oh, customers! We're brokers. We deal with goods coming in from all over the Maria. You guys new to the CBD? Never seen your faces around here before. Brokers? People who like to operate in the dark. I'd heard rumors of a black market with a long reach operating out of Crossbell somewhere. I take it that's you? Smuggled goods and weapons. Are you connected to a LoH by any chance? Oh, of course not. Even the thought of being lumped in with those numbskulls makes me sick. I'm a respectable broker, thank you very much. I trade with 10 odd countries, including their militaries and the Jäger Corps. I don't associate with small-time fucks that fire their guns at the drop of a hat. You're cops, right? If you want to take them down, be my guest. Actually, a detective from the 1st Division usually stops by here every so often. Well, half a reason is to buy supply and the other half is to loosen my tongue about current smuggling trends. She must be valuable to the CPD then. Even so, I can't get over how suspicious she is. You guys going to buy something or what? If you must know, I don't sell weapons to anybody I don't trust. I've got my standards. That being said, if anything ever catches your eye, don't hesitate to ask my daughter over at the counter about it. Hold up a second there, customer. That leads to the basement store, and you're definitely not allowed in there, so keep your asses right here if you want to buy something. I looked, nothing interesting for me so far. We're coming back to you later. Whew, what a relief. Aza's finally out of the hospital. I may be thankful to you now, but don't let it get to your head. We Testaments are loyal to Wazi alone. Now we can get back to figuring out how to take down the Vipers. You're here again, you ducks. You definitely helped us out, but Trinity is Wazi's holy ground. Wazi's what is absolute here, do you understand? Azel was discharged with a clean bill of health. I know it's late to say this, but thank you, truly. Azel could have died if one of his vitals were hit. I must offer you my gratitude for taking revenge on them in our stead. We've been on high alert ever since that fiasco. I'll be sure to pay those monsters back. Now that most of my injuries are healed, I finally was able to check out of the hospital, but I feel bad for making my sister worried sick. She's not exactly fond of the Testaments, and now I've gone and landed myself in the hospital. Add in the fact I haven't been home in a while. It's going to be hard to look her in the eye. I don't feel like I've done anything wrong, but it's still kinda hard to look her in the eye. We're currently open for business. Please notify us if you'd like a meal. Sure, thanks. That huge dude runs this place, right? Can I order something? Apparently not. Oh, it's you, Lloyd. Did you come over here for little old me? You sure know how to make a boy feel special. Wait, what? Whatever you think this is, it's not. I'm just here to offer you my thanks. Lloyd's overly flustered reaction raises suspicion. Okay, I stop teasing you for now. We still owe you a great deal from when you helped us out. Feel free to drop by again sometime. Who knows, if I'm in the mood, I may even throw you another bone. Yeah, sure. I may just take you up on that. I'm still not a fan of this guy. Hey, welcome. What can I do for you today? Ah, you folks are here. You're those SSS guys from the CBD, aren't you? Well, whatever. As long as I'm making a buck, I don't care. If you need me to spruce up your gear, let me know. I mainly double in ornament repairs, but I can reinforce your weapons if you need it. Just ask me to enhance them and I'll get to it. You can enhance weapons? Yep, reinforcing weapons is child's play if I have the right materials on hand. I may not look the part anymore, but I was actually a specialist at the Epstein Foundation's Materials Engineering Division back in my prime. Just know that your gear's in good hand. You once worked at the Foundation? Impressive. That would explain your proficiency with modifications. Sweet. Sounds like we got ourselves a nice hookup for some decked out weapons. If you run across any materials this old dude can use, let's bring them over and get us some shiny new gear. By talking to Guillaume and selecting customize, a list of possible upgrades will be displayed. If you have the necessary materials, you can create it. Weapons armor made by customizing are stronger, cannot be bought, weapon shops, and special effects may be added. Monsters may drop the necessary materials. You folks have been racking up one achievement after another, haven't you? You folks are those police officers that popped up in the Crossbell times, ain't you? Just what I'd expect from a childhood pal of Wendy's. Thanks for being a reliable young man. Thanks, I appreciate it. I've been tinkering with orbital gadgets ever since I was a wee lad. Been dabbling with weapon upgrades in addition to the usual repairs these days. Feel free to give my services a whirl if you want, folks. I may not look the part, but I get the job done, trust me. Now that we need the U material. And another weapon we already don't have. And U materials is a bottleneck. You will probably have to choose from time to time which one you upgrade, if at all. Hey there, isn't it a fine morning? Looking at the great morning sun always makes me want to try harder. Sweep, sweep. I'm going to clean the heck out of a street today. Corky's back. Hooray, thank you, ideas. Huh? Hey, you can't just come in here whenever you like. I beat you up, so back up, okay? Ow, damn, that freaking hurts. So, how's the injury? Was it going to take about a month to heal? Yeah, it's whatever, well. I'm more pissed about how I was dragged to the hospital against my own will. Can't sleep on those hellholes. Well, at least you're feeling better, huh? I don't want to worry Walt any more than I already have. You seriously think I can just sleep the day away at the hospital? You... home, pal. You finally... buddy, we... ain't you... I wish he turned the music down a bit. Doesn't help that his lyrics are totally incomprehensible either. I believe this is to celebrate the return of his friend from St. Ursula? Probably? Are you familiar with this type of music, Tio? Oh, it's you guys. Huh? It doesn't seem like you're in a bad mood today, Walt. Oh, by the way, thanks for cooperating with us back then. You really helped us out. Your guy that got sent to the hospital already back, huh? That's some great news, man. Yeah, but I still haven't settled the score with those Revenge punks yet. Only reason they're still breathing right now is cause I went along with you and Vazi. The next time I see those goddamn assholes on my turf, I'll beat them to a bloody pulp. Somebody's gotta knock some sense into them. How unnecessarily violent of you. Not very cool-headed, is he? Damn it. How'd he fall for that trap? Man, I screwed up real bad. Ah, you got another thing coming if you think I'm gonna thank you, though. Why should I thank a bunch of cops for doing that damn job for once? Can't believe the Mafia was behind all that crap. Noticed some chicks I'd never seen before walking around the streets. She a dumpers? But I mind, I literally quit the Vipers right now if she let me orbital motorboat them titties. Oh, very mature of him. We got ourselves a new face in the downtown district. Oh, hell yeah, Koki's back! And now we've got a gang back together. I can totally go and beat the hell out of the Testaments right now. And please don't. They're literally incapable of learning. Look out, you blue bastards, they're gonna destroy you. Yeah, I think that was everything, right? For now? Good, then, I guess I say until next time, when we actually do quests, I'm Mace and don't get lost.